everyone. I'm Adam Brown, and this is Shell Point Today for Thursday, December 4th. On today's show, we help you stuff those stockings with a great little gift that'll do wonders for your skin. And International Worker in Residence Janice Quinlan stops by to talk about the season of Advent. But first, a fun and festive evening is planned for tonight here at Shell Point. It's the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony and Shell Point Singers Holiday Concert. Join your friends and neighbors in the administration courtyard at 5:45 for some holiday entertainment, followed at 6:30 by the lighting of the beautiful Christmas tree. Then, take a stroll over to the village church for the Shell Point Singers Winter Wonderland concert at 7:15. There is still time for you to be a part of the employee Christmas gift. Make the holidays that much brighter for the hardworking and dedicated employees here at Shell Point by making a contribution to the Employee Christmas Gift Fund. Contributions are being accepted until tomorrow, December 5th. Make your check payable to Shell Point, and in the memo line be sure to write Employee Christmas Gift. You can address the envelope to Cashier Administration and send it via the internal mail. Also, tomorrow is the Shell Point Resident Quarterly Meeting. The meeting gets underway at 2:45 in the Village Church on the island. For more information or to sign up for any of the activities we've talked about, you can stop by the Island Service Desk in the Resident Activity Center, or you can call them at 454-2282, or call the Woodland Service Desk at 454-2054.
Hi, my name is Robyn Church with the Salon here at Shell Point, and today I'd like to tell you about some great stocking stuffers for Christmas. We have these new Aloha Micro Refiner Facial Cleansers, and what this is it has nice little soft nubbies, so it's non-abrasive. They come all the way around the curve, so you can get right into those corners around your nose, and you use this with your facial cleanser on a wet surface. And you plug it in the back to charge it, and then into a USB port. Very tech savvy. You turn it on right here in the front, and it vibrates. And the reason for that is that stimulation helps to produce more collagen under the skin. And we know that collagen helps to support our skin and keep it lifted, which is why we're always looking to promote more collagen growth. We also have these wonderful little buffing blocks for your nails. The instructions are included. These are $5 a piece, and you will find them in some of the kiosks for $20, so it's a great deal. But what these do is it's a magic little block. It will buff your nail to a beautiful shine and make it look like you have clear nail polish on top. But it's completely natural. It's your own nail. It's really a magical block. So those are two great stocking stuffers for this Christmas. If you'd like to get either one of these, just stop in the Island Salon and we'd be happy to help you. Thanks, and have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
This is an important time of year for many people. Medicare open enrollment is underway, and plenty of information is being sent your way that can be a little bit confusing. Well, here to sort it all out is Vice President of Healthcare Services, Steve Minnear, and Healthcare Billing Manager, Joni Regan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Minnear, Vice President of Healthcare Services here at Shell Point. Today, I'm really pleased to be joined by Joni Regan. Joni is our Medicare Billing Manager, and of course, their offices are located on the second floor of the Medical Center building. And Joni, good to have you here with us. We're going to talk today about Medicare Advantage plans. And I thought, first of all, it would be helpful if you tell me, what is a Medicare Advantage plan?
Well, Medicare Advantage plan is a plan that actually replaces Medicare. If you choose one of these Medicare Advantage plan, you don't have Medicare anymore. And in fact, one of the really important things to know is that if you have certain problems, like if you have kidney dialysis or end-stage renal disease, or if you have cancer or anything like that, then you get dropped from the Medicare Advantage plan. Medicare, regular traditional Medicare picks you up, and then you don't have a secondary at that time because Medicare Advantage plans don't allow secondaries.
Okay, but for the simple layperson like me, An Advantage plan, like you said, replaces traditional Medicare. Is it more expensive, less expensive?
Well, it's generally less expensive, but it's not always the best. It's not always the best, especially at Shell Point. We're not in network with any of the plans for the pavilion. So if you need to go into the pavilion or have therapy, we're not in network with any Medicare Advantage plans.
Have you found when you've been discussing plans with people that once they get sick, the plan, what they have to pay becomes very expensive?
Yes, when we have a lot of people that come to my staff and want to change back to Medicare from an Advantage plan once they're in the pavilion. But then many times it's too late.
So we're coming into the fall season, and that is traditionally the time for this Medicare open enrollment. When does that start and when does that end?
It starts October 15th and ends December the 7th.
Okay.
This is the time to make your change. If you want to, if you're already in Medicare and you want to stay there, you don't have to do anything. But if you're in an Advantage plan and you want to go back to Medicare, or if you are in Medicare and you want to go to an Advantage plan, you can do so at that time.
So from what I understand, if you take a Medicare Advantage plan, you may have some fairly significant savings on the premium during the year. But again, if you get ill, it can become very expensive very quickly, correct?
Yes, that's correct. If basically, if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, if you're sick, if you're not sick, it's good. It's not bad to have. It's not the end of the world. But most of us don't have a crystal ball and can't tell when we might break a leg or break a hip or have cancer or something. So you never know what you have.
I know that when people come into the nursing pavilion, if they're covered under normal Medicare, traditional Medicare, they have the opportunity not to have to pay anything for the first 20 days they're in the pavilion, and then there's a copay for the 21st through the 100th day. It's my understanding some of these Advantage plans only pay for the first 10 days or 12 days, and then there is a substantial copay.
That's true. If you have an Advantage plan, you go into the pavilion because we're not in network. They do have large copays. It's like $200 a day, so it can run into thousands of dollars if you want to go into the pavilion.
Oftentimes, too, as I understand, the Advantage plans are essentially managed by someone other than our physicians here at Shell Point. There might be a nurse practitioner that comes and oversees and watches the person. And of course, with any type of plan like that, they want to get you out of anything that's costing them very much money pretty quickly. So you may not have the same opportunity for the length of service in the pavilion with an Advantage plan as you would with traditional Medicare. So I always kind of get tickled because for me it's not really a Medicare Advantage plan, it's really a Medicare Disadvantage plan. One of the reasons, as you know, that we've not gone to having a contract with any of the Advantage plans in the pavilion is that the offer that they provided to us is substantially less, 25 to 30% less than what normal Medicare would pay, which is just it's not favorable to Shell Point. It's not good for us from a business standpoint. I know that you had a recent seminar presentation with a number of folks here at Shell Point. Can you tell me about some of the questions people ask at that presentation?
Well, we talked a lot about the Advantage plans and traditional Medicare, and people were asking, what if I have insurance through my employer? Well, the insurance through their employer is not included in this discussion here about Medicare Advantage because many times those plans are better. And they don't have all the restrictions. Sometimes they have in and out of network benefits. You have to read your book or bring it into us, and we can help you decipher it.
Okay. So it's like anything at all that you want to look at when you're here at Shell Point from a contract standpoint, anything that's an insurance product, you want to have someone in the Medicare billing office really look at that with you, especially these Advantage plans. And again, the time frame for them to be open to folks is from October
the 15th through December the 7th.
Okay. And a lot of folks are going to see full-page ads in the newspaper. I know that in the past there has been phone solicitation. Unfortunately, we're aware of some vendors who have even gotten in and gone door to door. So you want to be very careful what you look at, and again, have the Medicare billing office look at it with you. Joni, if someone is looking at the program and wants to really talk to Medicare billing office personnel, what's the phone number they should call?
454-2201. Any one of my 3 staff members would be more than glad to help you. You can walk in anytime. You don't have to make an appointment, but you can make an appointment. And we would be more than happy to help you understand anything you have. If you don't know what you have, that's fine. Just come in and we'll help you.
Well, as we wrap this up, let me just once again emphasize to everybody that any of these plans need to be examined by someone in the Medicare billing office before you make that decision to purchase such a plan. So we trust that folks will avail themselves of that opportunity that you're putting out there during this open enrollment time.
Well, and that's that's an advantage of being a Shell Point resident, that we have the people here that can help you.
Right. Great. Joni, thanks so much for the positive information you provided for us, and I trust people will take you up on your offer to give you a call. Again, the phone number?
454-2201.
Great. Thanks so much, Joni. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Bye.
As the holiday season continues, many people are preparing for the celebration of Christmas with the observance of Advent. International worker in residence Janice Quinlan is here to tell us more about the anticipation of the coming of Christ.
A joyous and meaningful Advent season from all of your staff at the Village Church. I'm Janice Quinlan, your international worker in residence, living this year with you here at Shell Point Retirement Community. We are beginning the Advent season, and during this Advent time, I'd like to bring you some weekly readings during Advent season along with the lighting of the Advent wreath. This is a European tradition, a time of preparation for the celebration of the birth of our Lord. The very first candle for our Advent wreath is the candle of prophecy. It represents the value of waiting for God and the timing of His perfect plan for His people. It reminds me of the Latin hymn, O come, Emmanuel. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lowly exile here, until the Son of God appear. O come, thou dayspring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Waiting is difficult, but when the object of our waiting is a treasure of great value, the waiting is worth it. The waiting is rewarded. The Hebrews living at the time of Jesus' birth were waiting. They had been waiting for 400 years. In captivity, Babylon, Persia, 2 separate Greek empires, and now the Romans. The Messiah had been promised. God had given His word. But the Hebrews were still captives in their own land. And so, in hopelessness, they made a choice to begin living as though the Messiah would never come. So much so that when Jesus did come, most of them missed it. This Advent season, we're waiting too. We are captives in a world that doesn't love God. God has promised that Jesus will come again. While we wait, we have a choice: to wait for the Lord and live in light of Jesus' coming, or to give up hope and live as though it will never happen, so that when Jesus does come, we may miss Him too. This Advent season, let us recommit our hearts to wait for our God. Isaiah 30:18 encourages us, "Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. He rises to show you compassion. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are those who wait for Him." And may our Advent prayer be Isaiah 26:8. Yes, Lord, walking in the way of your laws, we wait for you. Your name and renown are the desire of our hearts. Come again quickly, Lord Jesus.
Now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, menus, and church news.
Hi, Shell Point. This is the happening segment of SPTV. I'm Melody Desolé here today with Caitlin Van Scoy, and we have a most exciting day for you on Thursday. And Caitlin has a special program that she'll talk about later on this evening. But let's start out bright and early at 7:15 with a Health Connection Bend, Breathe, and Balance class held in the Health Club. At 8 o'clock, a few options for you. Men's Golf Association is meeting at the Shell Point Golf Club. Pickleball is being played behind the Resident Activity Center, and round robin doubles tennis will be played at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. Now at 9:30, we're certainly keeping you busy. There's 4 different options for you. Current events being held in the game room at the Woodlands, ladies match play meeting at the Woodlands Tennis Courts, the Paddlers Club meeting here on the island at the Kayak Storage, or Samba being played at the Sable Room at the Woodlands. Now this is a card game and new players are welcome. At 9:45, we have Introduction to Beginning Line Dancing held in the Health Club. Following that at 10:15, we have Basic Line Dancing also in the Health Club. From 10 to noon, we have the Photo Gallery and Studio, which is open for all to come in and see what they have going on. At 11 o'clock, the Suzy Q takes off for a shopping and sandwiches tour at Cape Harbor. Sign up is required, and you can do so by calling 454-2136. Thank you. Caitlin, what do we have for the afternoon?
Thanks, Melody. At 12:45, we kick off the afternoon with Mahjong being played at the Library Lounge on the island. At 1:15, shuffleboard's being played on the island. Also at 1:15 p.m., we have the Spot Play Readers meeting in the Osprey Room on the island. 1:30, we have a Health Connections class, Aqua Pilates Stretch at the LifeQuest Aquatic Center on the island, and there's no sign-up required. From 2 to 4, the Photo Gallery and Studio will be open for viewing in the Island Tunnel. 2:15, the Photo Club will be meeting at the Social Center on the island. At 2:30, if you're part of the Christmas cantata, you have rehearsal in the choir room at the church. 2:45 is another Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 2 at the Health Club on the island. The seamstress will be here at 4 p.m. for her weekly service in the Osprey Room on the island. Following that, we have a 4:30 Alcoholics Anonymous meeting in the Sable Room at the Woodlands. 5:45, we have the annual tree lighting ceremony at the amphitheater on the island, so please don't miss it. It's going to be great. At 6:30 p.m., we have Pinochle being played at the Library Lounge on the island. And at 7 p.m., the Trailblazers Bible Study will be meeting in the game room at the Woodlands. 7:15, we have a special concert. The Shell Point Singers will be entertaining you at the Village Church on the island, so please check that out. That's all we have for today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Menus for Thursday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is Chicken Maryland with wide buttered noodles and broccoli. The dinner special is the Crystal Carving Board for $13.95, and the soup of the day is garden vegetable. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is mini burgers with grilled onions and fries for $7.25, and the dinner special is Thai night for $8.25. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill on Thursday are snapper for $17.95 or stuffed chicken breast for $12.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Dotty Morrison, and I'm here with Donna Ferrell. Hi, Donna.
Dotty, why are you wearing that hat?
Well, because I'm going to Country Christmas.
Oh, what is Country Christmas?
Well, Donna, every year, the women's ministry of the church offer a special Christmas event for anyone at Shell Point who wants to come. And every year they have a special guest. They have wonderful Christmas refreshments. It's just a lot of fun. And this year, the theme is Country Christmas. So I've got my cowboy hat on from Texas.
Good, good.
Now, I understand that our special guest is someone you know.
Yes.
She goes by the name of Mrs. Kate?
Yes, she does.
So tell me, where did you meet her?
Oh, I met her years ago, probably 30.
Okay.
And I've seen her several places. Different places where she was performing.
Okay.
And then she's sort of a friend of Florida, so I've seen her several places.
see.
Yeah, she's good.
So tell me about her concerts. What style of music does she do?
Oh, it's happy music.
Is
oh, yes, it's very happy. And she really fills you full of joy. She, yes. And she kind of strums the heartstrings, on family and caring.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
All
good.
right. I noticed that a lot of her songs are for children,
Yes.
but then she also performs in a lot of retirement communities, and she does women's retreats.
Oh, she does Rotary and garden clubs. And yes.
You mentioned the heartstrings. In Texas, Nana is a real common name for grandma, and she has a song that's called Nana's Song. I found it touched my heart.
Oh, Nana cooked pasta and Nana broiled steak, made Easter pastira and Christmas fruit cake. Nana grew parsley to go with gnocchi. Nana loved family and Nana loved me. Oh, Nana had nicknames for all of us kids. Could yell Dona when she blew her lid. Firecracker, cowboy, and Danish pastry. Nana loved family and Nana loved me. Nana, Nana, we want you to know. Nana, Nana, we all miss you so.
So I understand she's also a storyteller.
Yes, she is.
So what kind of stories?
Well, she takes the insignificant and makes it significant.
Really?
Yes, she can take those little things and make them really charge you. Yes.
Those are often the things that are the most humorous.
Yes, oh yes. Oh yeah, full of joy. In fact, you can laugh at things that ordinarily you're complaining about.
Okay. So do you have your tickets?
Yes, I have one, and I'm going to get another.
Okay, so you've invited a neighbor to come.
Yes.
That's great, and they're available at the church office, and the tickets are free.
Free, that's...
But if you get the tickets, then they know how many chairs to set up and how many refreshments to buy.
Yes.
So that'll be real helpful if people will go do that ahead of time. And this is going to be on Wednesday, December 10th, 10:15,
right.
but refreshments start at 9:45, so come early.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. That's good.
Now, I've been doing a lot of preparations for Christmas, and as I was thinking about her songs, one of them gave me this mental image of sitting on a porch swing.
Living in the city, I never got to taste the pleasures of the slow life swallowed up in haste. Jumping in the car and running place to place. Living in the fast lane, keeping up the pace. But now I'm sitting on the porch swing, chilling on the fat, passing time of day, cuddling with the cat. I don't want to hurry, 'cause sitting here with you, why, it's the most important thing I got to do.
Well, hope to see you there.
Oh, I'll be there.
And I hope to see all of you there. Come with your friends and neighbors, but get tickets ahead of time at the church office. That'll really help us out. 10:15 on December 10th, Wednesday morning, but come at 9:45 for refreshments.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as we commemorate the day that will live in infamy, with a look back at one resident's first-hand account of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Thursday, December 4th. I'm Adam Brown, and for all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.